Hey everyone, I'm Dark Quarter, and welcome back to Orwell. So last time we did a little more investigating into a few more targets, friends or acquaintances of the original one, Miss Watergate, and we were able to stop a bomb from exploding in a mall. And now we're probably going to investigate Nina, the one who seems to be behind it. So let's log in, shall we? See what is going on the third day. Awesome. The last video was really long, but I didn't really want to break it up like I did some of the other long videos I've done. Usually break them up a little bit, but these I don't really want to break up because they're all investigated Harrison, Juliet, and Abraham, and Nina, friends of Cassandra Watergate, or acquaintances anyway. So next day, let's do it. Episode 3, Unperson. Okay. Is that like an unbirthday? The hero returns. No, it's all fine, really. You deserve the credit. At least from me, because you'll never get a public one. Just imagine your name in big letters in that TNB article. This Nina character is the final member of Thought that we don't have concrete information on. Since she is the one who planned the protest at the Circle Mall, and now a bomb has been found there, she is now of special interest to us. Her stance towards law enforcement just gives us one more reason. As you found out yesterday, focus on Nina, but keep watching all the others too. Righto. Oh, somebody's talking. Email from Harrison. Hey, forgot to charge my phone tonight, and yeah, so I have to do this the old-fashioned way. I really wanted to thank you for the very nice evening. I haven't enjoyed myself so much in, well, ever. Only to be taught by that night, that is. I was hoping you'd drop by CCC and come pick me up tonight. We can cook together, maybe watch something, and who knows, maybe continue where we left off. You in? Funny, I just realized that I've never been to your place, even after all these years we still have known each other. So I figured you're hiding another love affair of yours there. Are you? Probably your ex, the one you've been talking about ever so often when I was around. Or this girl that I was yammering on about how she despised the safety bill in Nina, I think. Come to think of it, for all the torment you owe me big time, so I really demanded to come to your place. Love you, Marka. Is that so? So would that be Nina? Yes. Where are you, Nina? There you are. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Why would someone oppose the safety bill? We have the lowest crime rate in years, or possibly ever. You and me, we have a fat job thanks to the bill. The only reason to not support us is if you have a dirty past. A dirty past. With the situation as heated as it is, this sounds like someone we should have a very close look at. We need a full examination. First, a concrete background. Who is she? Then, cavity search. Second, what motivates her? What does she want? And finally, where was she around the time of the bombings? I do not know. Interest 6. More indifference. Concerned 1. Is that? What is that, Nina? I think it. Yeah. Okay. The indifference towards their own rights is a worse enemy than the government itself when we overcome privacy, destroying surveillance laws. Protesters. We are in a state of war against our own government. The declaration of war is a safety bill, the only gain of which is reinforcing the chokehold the party has on us. With this bill, they are screwing every single citizen of this country. Yet most people are ignorant of this. Most people simply don't care about their rights being wrested from them. Why bother when I have nothing to hide, is their default excuse. They feel safe in their cozy houses while the government slowly puts the muzzle to their forehead, ready to pull the trigger any second. With our move on the crowded Circle Mall in Bonton yesterday, the first shots have been fired towards the lurking indifference among the populace, but they were merely warning shots. A friendly reminder that it's about time to take sides in this conflict. We cannot tolerate indifference. We will not accept it. If you are not with us on this, you are against us. Those. Frankly, I was in shock when I heard of the events in the mall. How are you in particular inside of the crowd to directly threaten the visitors? Now I'm even more astounded by your writing. You know I agree people being oblivious in this matter is the problem's root. We have discussed this many times. We must get their attention carefully though through interesting and remarkable events. We must make them think. Scaring them to death is the exact opposite. Scaring people is convincing them, Abe. People will only care about things that pose immediate threats to their life or lifestyle. Your own words. Surveillance is a too abstract a topic, too far away to grasp. They don't feel the danger of it, so we made them feel. It's as simple as that. Let us follow your argumentation for a moment. What did you achieve then? You just upset innocent bystanders in a time when they are already deeply unsettled. This is the exact reason why they are so afraid of your for safety in the first place. You've just proven them and the government right. Violence cannot be the key, and thought shall not stand for that. Violence? There was no violence. No one was hurt. Frightened at best. Honestly, I think it wasn't even enough. We made some local press, but the big fish didn't bite. No big deal at all. How are we going to reach the broad audience, the rethinking you wanted, if you're not willing to let us do something about it? Ladies, aunts, can we all calm down a notch? Abe, we are totally right. We were fucking fire starters. We got a little bit carried away by the euphoria of finally getting our message out there. We don't think straight for a moment. We didn't think straight for a moment. It's not going to happen again. Thanks for stabbing me in the back when I need to do the most, Harry. This is not the right place for a discussion of this magnitude. We will have a word about it in our next meeting, where I shall kill you. Okay, so... Scaring people to get attention to one's message, really? Is that what thought is about? Let's see, let's go back to Goldfells. I know how to play this now. What else do we have here? Nothing there. We do have something for Harrison. Ha! Afterwards, they're clever and feel sorry about their actions. It's always the same. So I don't remember what voices I gave them last time. It's been a little while since I played, so... what I gave them will have to be it for the time being. So we've got Nina. Is there anything in her profile? Yeah. Ah. Here we go. Hey, Sylv. Hey, Nina. Just wanted to ask if everything is fine. Yeah, don't worry. We're having a great time. Thanks for taking care, even though it's Saturday. Don't mention it. How are you feeling? Still shitty. Nina, I hate to say it, so don't hold it against me, okay? I'm fine. No, you're not. You're worrying me. You always look so sad. Nothing to worry about. Anything new on the love front? No. Just no. Only idiots on the singular portal thing you recommended, Sylv. Don't know how you got to find John among so much crap. I'm gonna remove the account. Yeah, it's 99% fuels, but just keep it tight. Someone will come to the rescue. No, thank you, I can rescue myself. Got to work now. Thanks again, Sylv. Call you later. See you, girl, and cheer up. Those are their voices. True story. She has a singular account. Well... let's see. Okay. Could be relevant to find out what about. Could be. You never know. Alright. Let's see. Hi, kiddo. You're so fucking lovely, right? One could rightly call that evening mind-blowing. And of course I'll pick you up tonight. I like this moor you're talking of, and I think I'm in need of a big time. Let's not stay at my place tonight. Okay. It's utterly unfit for a lady like yourself. No love is hidden there, only no so hidden leftovers in laundry. Especially not Juliet. I haven't heard anything of that bitch in months. Done with her because I'm with you now. My Marka. Pinky swear. And Nina? You mean anything will set me off? Angry outburst, Nina? Don't even get me started on her. She was my partner in crime a while ago, so to the speak, that's it. So babe, see you around 8 straight tonight. Much love, H. Yeah, but this unknown person and Nina know each other. Something is going on with those two. She keeping watching Harrison for Nina? Juliet and Harrison were together. That's one news to me. Guess it doesn't matter. Seems to be over now. Well, yeah, I mean, I said they broke up, right? Thought I did. Yeah, Nina. Enraged outburst. Interesting. Keep looking for a reason behind this. Okay, goes to Harrison. Partners in crime. Okay, what crime? You don't get out much, do you, dude? For some people, it's just a phrase, saying. Headlines. What are headlines today? Investigators avert catastrophe at the Circle Mall. Or at the Circle K. Third bombing in Bonton Mall averted due to investigative success. Delacroix gives confirmation of efforts. The Circle Mall in Bonton had this morning, locked down but safe and sound. And I was really lucky picking that one. Once again, Bonton has become the center of attention due to a terrorist assault, except this time it has emerged unscathed, due to the efforts of the Special Investigation Unit. The last in a series of 3 previously announced bombings has been averted. The proposed scene of the crime was the Circle Mall in the center of Bonton, which was locked down and secured by police forces yesterday evening, right after the investigation team managed to correctly estimate which location the terrorists were aiming at. Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, gave a short conference to representatives of the press. In it, she stated the successful prevention of the bombing attempt to be proof for surveillance and investigative measures to be functional. The search for the perpetrators of these nefarious acts of crime would now be the top priority for the investigators, who have substantial leads. I can speak. Okay. Oh, still headlines, right? The national opinion beyond watch. Commonwealth Harrison O'Donnell reflects on last week's article and calls on citizens to the nation to show courage in the face of terror. Alright. Yeah. So let's get something abundantly clear to begin with. I feel bad. I feel like a fucking moron, and rightly so. In last week's No article, I blabbered about how some bombs would soon go off in Bonton or Farview, at that time just to advertise my point of view. I'm truly sorry for everyone involved or affected by those terrible events. It never was my intention to ridicule or trivialize the attacks in Bonton. Well, if you've not been living under a rock, and a massive boulder at that. Try this over here, if I can. A strange way to underline one's arguments. So peculiar, you mentioned bombings before anything happens, but, well... yeah, doesn't mean he actually knew about it. As a boulder at that, for the last couple of days, you absolutely must have heard that it's pretty much exactly what went down. It's far beyond, I hate to say it, but I told you so. Thanks to the efforts of our government and the safety bill, the latest attempt has now been prevented. Finally. A kick in the terrorist butts. Naturally, there are still tons of critical questions. How the hell is this possible to begin with when we have all the CCTV and news safety regulations out there? Why spend so much money for mechanisms that don't protect lives as they should? Why is there still no real suspect in sight, not even to mention in custody? These questions neglect one fact, though. People killing asswipes are among us. They are our neighbors. They are like you. They are like me, mind you. They are mostly not like me. It's tough for cameras or other automated safety systems to recognize a criminal or terrorist before he actually commits a crime. They cannot look in the houses and certainly, thankfully, cannot look into the soul of a passerby. We, the people of our great nation, must grow ever more vigilant. We ourselves must stand up for our safety alongside of high-tech security mechanisms, as those can only work in addition to our own perception. Let's not get intimidated and not back down to some shitheads thinking they can spoil our way of life. Report suspicious things going on as soon as you learn about them. It's your duty to community, but mostly yourself. Loose lips can also sink terrorist ships, figuratively speaking. Yep. He's right, we can't save everyone, but we're still the watchful eye of the nation. Right. Go back. Movie released indicted by lawsuit against director. Movie director Aaron sued by lead actors over breach of contract. Post-production of Grey Shadows Part 3 is on hold indefinitely. Really? Movie director Aaron sued by lead actors over breach of contract. Post-production of Grey Shadows Part 3 is on hold indefinitely. Release on Valentine's Day is endangered. Things have always been tense between actors and eccentric director Sumishi Aaron. It has been a tough wait for fans of the ongoing Grey Shadows saga. The final act of the trilogy has already been postponed several times for a multitude of reasons, and now there seems to be yet another real threat of delay added to the list. Rhubarb Productions, the studio behind 100 Grey Shadows today, announced that post-production duties would be suspended until further notice. It was then reported that the suspension was due to a pending lawsuit filed by the lead actors, Mike McNeil and Betty Avon, against the movie's director Sumishi Aaron, who allegedly breached a clause in their contract. The agreement clearly stated that no images of the movie would be made public without explicit consent of both actors, which was not that case for the edited movie poster Aaron had shared online on Thursday. This has put the expected Valentine's Day release in jeopardy. Fans have been taking to online message boards, sharing theories that the lawsuit and other holdups during production have been arranged to cover up the desolate state of the movie. As a result, the Rhubarb Productions Timelines profile has been bombarded with messages of anger, with rabid fans wanting answers. In the meantime, there is also news that is sure to soothe the fans' spirit. McNeil and Avon have announced on both their websites that they have resolved their issues and are a happy couple once more. Is that so? Well, I don't know. Sounds, iffy. Okay, the singular website. What does that mean? Don't be single, be singular? That makes no sense. Okay. Oh, we logged into a profile. Okay. Ah, we have a picture for Nina. Hello, Consent One. Great to see you again. It's great. It's a good day to fall in love. This is your public profile. Everything you enter here is visible for any visitor. Oh, can I edit it? Can I put in random stuff? That'd be awesome. Got a picture finally. Let's see. Oh, 85, huh? Not sure this is helping. Well, you never know. I mean, come on. Height. Yeah, we need a height. Wow, she's 6'1". That is tall. That is really tall. Like, holy crap. Alright. What is your problem with suits, huh? There isn't really much to say. If you'd like to get to know me, ask away. That's not bad. I mean, I totally wouldn't message her because I don't do that, but I mean, she sounds cool. If she weren't a evil bomber that bombs at midnight. Appearance help is to compare yourself with potential matches. Your answers are private and will be used for your match score calculation. What are you looking for? Okay. Who doesn't need a little bit of reliability in their lives? Is she striving to find that stability in her own accord? Any reason why she craves stability? Yeah, let's take this over. You wish for enough relationships. So long to find a set of people. Really? She consider dating someone who does not want to affect children. So she doesn't want anybody that doesn't like children. So does she want children then? Let's see. Would you like the publication? She's interested in politics quite a bit. In the end, it all comes down to what degree of interest and which agenda. Dog person. A left-handed glove inside. If you turn a left-handed glove inside out, it fits. What? What is that? Time to make conversation with the profile of your match. You may close the conversation when you feel like it. Your match will then be unable to answer you unless you open it again. Okay. Just came across your profile and I got stunned immediately by your striking beauty. I just had to message you. I wondered if you would spare some time for a lonely heart like me and go out with me sometime. We'd go out and have a drink at Frank's. You know that one since you're from Bonton too, right? What about the weekend? Blondie? Seriously? I never recall anyone ever calling me Blondie, and I'm an Asian child. Great, me too. So when are we going out? We're not. I totally get why you're over 30 and still single. Oh, that's not nice, dude. It's not cool. Hi, concerned one. I just read your interesting profile. It left me dying for more information. Now here I am, asking why like you requested. If you just like candlelit dinners and movies like you stated, guys will probably have a hard time dating you. That makes me wonder. What is it that you would like to do on a potential first date? Of course I could resolve to just ask you out to the local Chinese place around the corner and just abandon all the candle part of the dinner. So that does seem a bit straightforward. I could really use a helping hand here. Care to lend me yours? Cheers, Sam. Hi, Sam. It's kind of refreshing to read a decent message from time to time. If we were to go on a date, just ask me out to the local Chinese place you mentioned. I don't care much for dating rituals. By the way, name's Molly Schwartz. Oh, we have a name. You can call me Molly. We have a name and a picture. Nice. Molly Schwartz. She's using a fake name, and such a peculiar one at that. Oh, it's fake, huh? Oh, that sucks. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, trying to be protective and everything, but... Hi, Molly. Oh, great. Suits me, because... No kidding here. I don't like this stuff either. I think most guys don't, though it is nice from time to time, especially with the right woman. Speaking of which, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about you. What the person behind the small picture and all those separate chunks of data is like. What does Molly do for a living? What does she do when she's at home? Do you construct bombs for fun? Tell me, does she live all alone? Is there something waiting for her? Does she often get to climb? Maybe buildings because she's an evil villain? Please, Molly, we'd feed a full craving for each bit of knowledge about you. Don't let me starve. Cheers, Sam. Hey, Sam, you're quite the dramatic guy, aren't you? Anyway, here I go. I work whatever I find, aka temp work. She works temp jobs. Hope you weren't looking for someone with a shiny job title. I live in a small flat in between tons of industrial waste. You still with me? And indeed, I don't live alone. There's a special someone in my life. It's a man, and he is very important to me. He's also the reason I don't get to climb as much anymore. Jealous already? Don't be. It's my son. Oh, she has a son. Wow. Okay. That's why she already has a son. Single mother. Doesn't seem like the type to be involved with terrorist attacks. She has a violent personality, seems like, but... Huh. Okay. Well... Is there anything else down here? Nope. Looking for a job, looking for temporary staff. In most cases, you come to the right place. With Work Easy, you have the nation's largest database of more than 47,000 reliable temp and part-time workers, and over 5,600 high-profile employers right at your fingertips. For convenience and safety, we offer escrow payments, connecting temporary employees with employers of many areas. Repairing and maintenance, administrative, retail, and service. Is that so? So is that really her name then? Huh. Let's see. Oh, it's just 4.5 stars for satisfaction. Interesting. Let's see. Cleaning, maintenance, groundskeeping, customer service. So work easy since November 2013. Alright, so basically she's open to working just about any kind of job. Look at us working on the weekend. It's different, of course, when you are a single mother. That must be tough. Yeah, probably. Have email address. And what is this? Conflict with unknown data chunk. Okay. What else do we have? Recent jobs. Just as the Prime Minister leaves, the weather is getting even shittier. Oh. Blaine cancels meeting for a surprise visit in Triflith. It's really hard for me to say. Prime Minister cancels crisis meeting and instead visits Parge's capital. Plans to lead renewal of stalled negotiations between Cassart and opposition. Prime Minister elect has just arrived in Triflith. He was welcomed with military honors on behalf of President Cassart. Okay. On Saturday morning, Prime Minister Blaine made a surprise shift of priorities, originally scheduled for a crisis meeting with Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix in regards to the recent Bonton terror assaults. The Prime Minister instead made plans to mediate in the more than troubled negotiations with President Cassart and the opposition. The original crisis meeting was removed from the official party website, and Blaine took a National Air Force flight straight to Triflith, the capital of Parges. As a government spokesman said, the Prime Minister has landed at Triflith International Airport about an hour ago and was promptly welcomed by President Cassart with military honors. This alone gave the opposition enough reason to once again question the impartiality of the Prime Minister and announced that Blaine would not be accepted as a proper mediator. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna go back real quick to Molly. Let's see. Groundskeeping. Very reliable and hard worker, would hire again. Right. And why are these? That's from the current week. It's a conflict. Maintenance, mechanical repairs. Should pretty much say this when a critical employee went home sick and were seriously understaffed. Absolute gem of a temp worker. Fast, reliable, and incredibly low rate. Right. It's conflict with what? Okay. It's in conflict with yet. Alright, so let's follow this official party website. Nothing new here. I've already looked at these. Did I do that? Yeah, I looked at this stuff. Okay. What else is new? Headlines. Okay, yeah, go with that. Alright. Anything else? No, let's do listener. Examination results. Okay. Dear Miss Maternova, I'm writing on behalf of Dr. White. On your last visit to our office, a blood sample was taken. This was then sent to the Bonton Central Hospital's laboratory for examination. I would like to inform you the results are now in. You're dead. There are no pathological findings. All values are normal and more or less ideal. Regardless, Dr. White has asked me to remind you of his advice once again. Okay. Let's see, what else we have? Central Medical Database. 1985. Oh, that's the conflict, huh? Conflict with her profile on the temp site. Which one would she be more likely to have as true? I want to say this one because it's medical. I mean, that's theoretically more important, but how does she get her mail from the other address? Is it forwarded? Is it maybe an address of a friend? Maybe her friend that's dating Harrison. Well, I have to think about that one, or investigate more. The patient complains about pain throughout the left thigh and the upper leg. She describes the pain as searing, burning, sometimes bursting. The leg feels numb at times. Symptoms occur whenever the leg is stressed, releasing only when sitting or lying down. Symptoms started 9 days ago. Is that when she had a bomb go off? Was she injured? I've asked the patient regarding the healed wound on her left upper leg, as no medical record exists in this database. She was evasive and gave no clear statement about the wound's origin. Okay. MPD physical examination, revealed cicatrix on the lateral left upper leg, palpitation of the leg conducted, tenderness to light pressure, light leg skin is warm to the touch, X-ray revealed former deep wound in dorsal left upper leg, femur sinistra. NPD blood sample taken and sent to BCH lab. Pain is most probably due to a prior inflicted wound on dorsal upper left leg, compressing or damaging the nervus cutaneus femoris lateralis. Symptoms are similar to those of Merliga peristatica. I don't know what that means. Peristatica. Ouch, the info might come in handy though. Medical leave with strict rest until the end of April 2017 has been suggested. The patient has been strongly advised to favor the leg to avoid further complications. Spiron 400 mg has been prescribed with the following annotation. If she was on medical leave, then she couldn't have worked. Okay. That's the conflict. Unknown person at Juliet. The unknown person that's dating Harrison, right? Juliet Carrington, welcome to Resentech. You're calling outside of our office hours. Please. Hey, little June Berg. June, it's so great to hear from you. Yeah, you too. That's why I called. 'Twas about time June and Juleberg had their annual sisterly chat, right? Super right. How did you know I was working today? Went out ya. Sorry, forgot for a second you actually know me. Feeling stressed? Balls covered in trouble? I can call back later. Oh no. Hanging around in the office is just a good excuse, you know, not to be at home. I see. I never got why you moved back in the first place. I had to leave my student apartment, you know that. And you know that's a super lame excuse. You earn good money at Rosentech, don't you? You could rent any flat in town. You just don't want to. I see you're not gonna relent. Nope, sorry. I had a pretty rough start into this year. I couldn't really stand being alone at the time. I feel much better now, but Mom, Dad, they're so happy I'm back. You don't want to disappoint them, do you? Yeah, I can't do that to them. Not again. And I hear I was thinking Juliet had finally reached a state of emancipation. Hey, I have. No, you haven't. You're letting yourself be housed up by Mum and Dad yet again, little jewel bug. Jewel bug, it's strange and nostalgic you still say that. Haha, remember how I made that up for you? Yeah, I was so envious when Dad called you this June bug and he didn't have any nickname for me. And rightly so. Don't give in to Dad, at least give him a good fight, okay? I will, believe me. Goody, so I figure you should leave work then. I should leave you to work then. Yeah, office is empty, but yeah, my to-do list is long. Okay, let's talk another time. I will call you again. Do not try to reach me. Just kidding. June? Yep. Thank you for believing in me. Oh, look at you sounding so serious. That's what a big sis is there for, right? Guess so. See you, June. See you around, Jewelbug. Okay, so that's Juliet's sister. Okay. Well, let's get back to... Juliet used to date Harrison, but now Harrison's dating her sister. Oh, that's not good. Huh. Jewelbug? What kind of nickname is that? Let's see. Sounds like Mom and Daddy again. I guess that just happens even in really close families sometimes. We're starting this year. Really? Considering she ended her relationship at the time, yeah. Okay, what else do we have? Working on Saturday, yeah. But her sister then is friends with Nina. Alright. I think your sister's gonna be a person of interest too. Oh, here we go. What else? Is there anything else here? Patient name. Alright, Nina. Nina. Where are you? Here we go. Oh, that's not the same person as... Okay, it's just another unknown person. I'm dumb. Let's see... Yeah, I got her name. Alright. Oh, I can't drag that over. So we have two conflicts here. He lives in Bonton or Farview. But if she didn't set off the bombs, who did? I mean, we know that she has, a temper, but... What's going on? Supposedly she worked that week. But... Could it be her friend instead? Taking her place? We have to assume that this is true about Nina because... It's weird. It's complicated, but... We have to assume that this is true about Nina because she had her blood sample analyzed and got a reply back. So... Yeah, it was to Nina. So she does have a problem with her leg. So this has to be true. She wasn't the one that worked that week. Either that gave her plenty of time to trigger the bombs, or she was at home actually being sick. And I would think this has to be her address because it's in the medical database instead of the one on her profile. Perfect, an address is always helpful. What else? Oh, previous entry. Let's see. Oh. Patient reports of digestive nausea and vomiting accompanied by light fever. All examination revealed slight irritation of the pharynx. So this is indigestion. Gastroenteritis. Take 3 times a day with meals. Okay. Yeah, I just read that. Why is there... Is there a previous under? Oh, previous under, okay. Let's see. Patient reports of permanent unrest, inability to sleep properly, gets up 5 to 12 times a night, but does not feel overly tired. Hypervigilance. Experiences heavy tremor in both hands when trying to write, also sometimes in the legs when walking, especially in the left leg. Oh man, so she's not really the one that... She's not the one that set the bombs then. Not with this stuff going on. Then again, that's 2014, that's a while ago. It's a few years ago, so... Doesn't mean it's her current state. Hypervigilance is close to feelings of paranoia, though it's not the same. When asked for the duration of the symptoms to record the anamnesis, the patient stated that began over 3 years ago, but would not elaborate. Asking why she did not visit earlier, the patient vehemently voiced discontent. A similar behavior was observed in reaction to any question regarding the origin of the symptoms or social and occupational circumstances at that time. In addition to the usage of strong language, the patient also hit a cabinet door with her fist. It was hard to get clear, reliable statements. So she does have a violent personality. Yeah. Well, that's gotta mess with you. What, 3 years? What happened back then? Must have been really bad. I'd say so. The patient tends to react aggressively when feeling challenged or confronted, rushes to extremes. Symptoms are similar to those of PTSD, but can only be confirmed by a dedicated psychoanalysis. What situation this might have caused is unknown. Prior medical records for clarification could not be found. Strongly advised to attend psychotherapy. Additionally, Zamarolan Night, take 1 capsule per day, was prescribed. Also suggested to go out and find the company of other people, like-minded group or to talk to. So that's when she joined Thought. Which only exacerbated her paranoia or aggressive feelings. That sounds menacing, an important finding. I wonder what might have caused it. Okay. That's it then. So she has a problem with her legs and hypervigilance. Possibly still. So, who's actually doing the bombing? So it can't be her. I mean, she's violent and everything, but initiate. Knock knock. You've got to ask, who's there? Not in the mood for knock-knock jokes? Oh, you blew it. Got the crap, who are you? So now you can ask. Initiate is the name. Do I know you? I'm someone who knows you better than you know yourself, sweetie. Oh, not again. You're from Singular, right? Don't care how you got my number, just leave me alone. No, that's not where I'm from. User has blocked this communication, really? Who is this? It's Initiate again. I wonder whether it's his or her role in this is. Well, let's find out. Initiate has been in contact with 2 of our target persons so far. This should be enough. And here we go. Feel free to investigate this hacker as well, but keep the focus on Miss Maternova for now. Let's see. So he's the one that was trying to blackmail Harrison. What is this? Oh, no. Can't block Initiative like that, sweetie. Buzz the duck off. Look. You should listen to me, just for the moment, alright? And then I'm all gone. Poof. I don't care what you have to say. You're not my real dad. See, I know about your little band of troublemakers, and I really dig it. Maybe this hacker is the one who's been setting the bombs off. The gov needs a kick where the sun don't shine. That's alright with me, sweetie. But bombing people, that's plain wrong. Bullshit. How can you think that was one of us? Let's just say I've been watching you all for some time. The Bonton bombs hit places where your outlaw posse has been to in the past. No way you did not hear about that. Even the cops seem to have found out at least something. They know where to look for that last bomb. So give me a reason to, like, put that consciousness of mine at ease. I would want to help you, not turn you in. How dare you threaten me? You are nothing. Yolanda, be cool. I said I want to help after all, not threaten you. I'll show you I can be trusted. I'm gonna hack that precious page of the party and upload a special something. It's gonna be easy with those IT guys being lazy bones, as long as I don't see it coming in the next few secs. But then you'll answer my questions, alright? I don't care about your shit. Wait. Give me a sec while I get to work. Don't go away. If I could get away from you, I would. Can't switch my phone off now. That's a nice looking firewall you have there, dear party web team. It would be a shame if someone would just bypass it. Can you actually shut up? Doing this still gives me the chills. Can I stop this? He dares? Wow. The IT guys are going to make short work of this rookie. Sheesh. Almost done. Just a second longer. What the heck? Oh shit, man. They reinforced a huge gaping loophole. It just vanished. It's almost like somebody warned them. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, whatever. Goodbye, Initiative. It's Initiate and wait. Oh yeah, it was me. I actually got something. I'm gonna spam you for the rest of your days if you don't answer my questions. How will you fucking leave me alone then and quit poking around my life? You said you were not involved in the assaults. I'm not. Wow, I was actually able to stop that as it was going. Okay. Do you think it's someone else in thoughts? This band of misfits? Never. Harrison is the only guy I could remotely imagine doing anything like that. First us hackers suspecting him and now her? What do they know that we don't? Harrison had an interest in Cassandra because she could access the big money through her parents' company. Must be crushing when your friends only like you for your money. Otherwise, she is mostly spoiled brat who thinks the world owes her. Juliet was a bit shy, but damn good at organizing stuff. Shit. Getting a lot of info here.
But not capable of going terrorist if you ask me. Know what I think? It's the Gov themselves behind their bombings.
Wrong profile. Nina, where are you? I thought about that.
Did you know that's... Haha, what a joke. Of course the government would bomb bombs on the bits just to justify surveillance, right? I've heard that a million times by now, every time something happens. There's nothing to these conspiracy theories.
Thought about that. Did you know since 2011 all the electronic devices must have unique IDs? They look like this. And it's not even secure.
That looks like the code label on my PC.
Well, that's because it is.
What?
Don't worry, I only access the number remotely. Nothing more. You deserve some privacy.
Fuck off. First you threaten me, now this.
Will do. Initiate recognizes when there's help is not wanted.
Yeah, if only you finally would.
Okay. Well. Oh, very good. You found a device UID. Every device in the nation has one, in accordance with the safety bill. We can use the insider tool to connect and see what a user has on their device. Note, a device must be running and have an online connection in order for you to access it. Right. I know it's a little weird. I was doing stuff during the conversation and was going, but I wanted to see if I could stop that little attack he was doing, and I did. That's awesome. Oh, here's the insider thing now. What do we have here? Oh, I can look at files under. Okay, Abraham Goldfels. I see his email address. Apology and an offer. Nina, I would like to offer you my sincerest apologies. It was not my intent to denounce you in front of all other members of Thought, or worse, basically everyone. After all, what we do or say online persists like a minefield. As I wrote in an early blog post, I should have been more considerate. Your actions at the Circle Mall have turned out to be very different to what I had anticipated them to be, but that was hardly your fault, it was mine. Instead of passing judgment on you, I would like to offer my help. From my impressions, I would assume you are someone whose life so far has been troubled, to say the least. Although it might not seem obvious, I have a rather moving background as well. As they put it, it takes one to know one. I would suggest we have a talk about how we might assist each other best. Let me know if you are interested. So he disappeared from thought, but now he's in contact with Nina. Assist each other? With what exactly? That's what I want to know. So he might be involved after all. Alright, so I guess you disregarded the subject and went straight to reading this utterly embarrassing mail nonetheless. I know you would. Well, don't tell me I didn't warn you. I've never written a text like this in my entire life, so I hope you'll be clement with me. Okay. Our backpacking trip along the Italian northwest coast has been... Okay, I will just say it. Amazing. Brilliant. The best one I've ever been on. And that was not to do the sun, even though it was blazing all 10 magnificent days through. It was not due to the rocky coastline with its endlessly serpentine roads winding up and down the cliffs, and not due to the picturesque villages alongside of them we passed through. It was due to you being there with me that made me enjoy every single second of it. I mean, just remember one time we wanted to have a photo of us taken and the only person around was that elderly Italian woman. She didn't understand a word of what we wanted and kept shrugging and shaking her head. I had to bite my tongue so hard not to burst out in laughter, but you, cool as you are, just walked over to her, gave her your broadest smile, put the camera into her hand, and her finger on the shutter release, then ran back to me to make absolutely sure she wouldn't take a picture of just me. It's funny how this one of all the shots made for the best photo from the entire trip, don't you think? Every cell in me wants to just backspace all this letter and not send it, but at the same time I just want you to read it and know how I feel about you. Seems you have passed the patented Desmond Schwartz relationship test, so I might as well write down what I've been trying to say all the time here. I love you. So, who is that? His head's photoshopped. Okay. Oh, right. He is not Nina. Schwartz, like an alias. So she isn't single after all. Schwartz. Michael. Oh, that's her son. Okay. Safe protocol. You know, if I were to marry and have children, it would be really funny if my name was Molly. Whoa, wait a second, you're getting ahead of things. You know I like to plan ahead. Yeah, you do like that. I really like Nina as a name, though. Why Molly? Desmond says to Molly, "Girl, I like your face." Come again? Obladi oblada. The Beatles. Don't tell me you don't know that. You're the only lexicon impersonated. I have to admit, I never was such a Beatles fan. More on the Rolling Stones side of the road. Okay, this is a major gap in your knowledge. You're aware of that? Why do I know the song? There was something about a bra in there, wasn't it? Why, I do know the song. Jeez, it's not about a bra. In a couple of years, they built a home sweet home with a couple of kids running in the yard of Desmond and Molly Schwartz. I like the idea. Me too. You don't have a problem with kids being the center of my life, do you? Not at all, but I guess you'll have to go and change your name first. Maybe I will. Ha, I officially dare you. I will do that for real, just you wait. And then you will see, la, how the life goes on. Brah. Okay. No wonder for a single mother. Everything we found in Miss Maternova just shows a single mother trying to make ends meet for her son. So it seems to be primary motivation, as an admirable one at that, one that does not mix well with terrorist ambitions. She's still suspicious, though. I mean, seriously. Whoa, was she... Army veteran. Ah. Miss Maternova an ex-soldier. This is worthy of in-depth research. We need to specifically know what kind of experience she has. Defusing bombs, maybe? Browser history. Yeah. Everyone's profile, yeah. So still gonna keep this. That was search. That's an odd thing to search for when you don't have something sinister in mind. This vaguely associates Nina with Stelligan assaults. Yeah. If we could associate Miss Maternova with the two other sites, well, that would make for a very compelling case indeed. Okay. Looks like the trash. Dear Ms. Schwartz, we're glad to inform you that we will indeed be able to meet your request. Please be present at the operating site around 4 p.m. on both days. Please keep a copy of this message as confirmation receipt, as we will not be able to make changes to the job originally agreed upon in your easy work profile. Alright. Dear Mr. Reed, I have a request on rather short notice. Would it be possible for me to take over the Freedom Plaza shift on April 11th and 12th from 4 to 8 p.m. instead of the one at Nowland Square? She requested to be relocated to a job at one of the bombing sites. Well, it's only a request, but it connects her to the bombing location. That makes 2 locations she's tied to. We will have a very solid case once we can make that 3. I don't know, I mean, supposedly she has the... Did I make the wrong decision? About the bed rest thing? I mean... Oh, man. I mean, it's true that she was supposed to have bed rest, but that doesn't mean she actually did it. Thank you for your interest in working with us, as we've received numerous applications every day for each position. We are required to refuse most of them. Unfortunately, we have chosen another applicant who fits the position slightly better. We are sure you will understand. Thank you for your interest, and please do not hesitate to apply again at a later time. Dear Miss Westfield, I would like to apply for a job as a mechanic at Westfield Cars. Please find my application documents, a cover letter, my CV, and references attached. If you have any questions or need further information, please reach out to me. Got a phone number. Alright.
Thanks for your application. I'm sad to inform you that we have decided on another candidate. All the best for your future job search. I would like to apply as a housekeeper at Williamson Real Estates. Please find my application documents, cover letter, my CV, and references attached. Okay, got a number still. Alright. It's all on our desktop. Okay. What else do we have? Harrison's timeline. What changed? Let's see, what's the... Okay. It's the most recent thing. I think most of you, my very loyal followers, friends and things, have never actually heard that I'm writing for TNB. But yeah, that's the thing. Looky here. This is why you kept quiet here for so long. Congrats to that. What the hell? The big revolutionary himself are lucky to one of the most pro-fascist, pro-surveillance, pro-crap newspapers. That picture, that spick and span babyface you. And that text, leaf lips sink terrorist ships. Well, will the real Hancock please stand up? Will the real Hancock please stand up? Guess the girl bought you like everyone else. See the revolution go down the drain. Excuse me now, I have to puke way more than I ate. Peter, I know what you mean. I feel you. When the TNB called me on to ask if I would write for them, I laughed at them hard for 30 minutes straight before hanging up. But then they called me again to let me know I could write whatever I want. No strings attached. Hell, I can even fucking swear, and I do frequently. Now I got the attention and reach I always wanted, and I can use it for the good cause. Well, good luck with an article like that. You could not be any further away. Okay. Today's timeline, I see. Army of the Nation. Okay, first combat engineer. That's why she... she's qualified for those temp jobs. She can do engineer stuff, yeah, but... Oh, man. Did I mess up? Did I do the wrong conflict thing? Man, I feel like I messed up on that one conflict. And no bravery. Miss Maternova seems to have come a long way from being such an honorable person. Huh. Let's see. Signed. Completed. Specialist, placing foreign mission, kind of bound on the barracks, private corporal. Awarded bravery medal for saving up multiple comrades and civilian lives in the face of extraordinary danger. In charge of Squad Alpha, protecting foreign mission, wounded in combat. Considered AWOL. Status cleared. During the Bonton barracks. Court martial sentence. Dishonorable discharge and 3 months of confinement for being AWOL with voluntary return. Okay. That's a severe punishment. Did you know this puts her on the same level as any other previously convicted felon? Okay, why? Let's see. Oh, right, there's more to the... wanted cyber protection experts. Freedom of the nation is not only threatened by conventional weaponry and terrorism. A growing number of foreign hackers try to intrude corporate and public networks to steal confidential information or sabotage facilities in order to get advantages in the highly competitive global economy. The Army of the Nation is on the brink of founding a new cyber task force to counter this new digital danger. If you are an expert in the field of information security, enlist now and become one of the pioneers to protect the nation online. General Hartman considers activation of Kerberos. The threefold terrorist attack on Bonton has led General Hartman to openly consider a temporary activation of Mission Kerberos. This would mean a constant presence of military forces within the capitals to safeguard public places. It may seem like an admits that our security measures so far are not enough, but it is the option to go for if we want safety. Hartman stated in regard of the considered activation. Soon after the statement has been released, the Ministry of Security published an official notice to the Ministry of Defense, asking to withhold the activation of Care Bears for now. The notice was soon accepted by the Ministry of Defense, rendering General Hartmann's consideration obsolete. Okay. Alright, so that was the news. So the submissions. The world is our home base. The first duty of the Army of the Nation is to defend the freedom of our homeland. Of course, this does not only involve deployment within our own borders to secure our values and assist our allies offshore. Our soldiers partake in numerous missions to neighboring countries. Click on a location of the following map to learn more about a mission. Okay. Okay. After torrential week-long rainstorms during the 2016 fall, Gentry saw one of the worst floods within its recorded history. Nearly 1,000 people died and over 800,000 others were left homeless. Without hesitation, the Army of the Nation was sent to help aid the survivors with the distribution of supplies and rebuilding their most basic infrastructure. 1st Combat Engineer Battalion partially tasked with infrastructure maintenance. Okay. Now what? As an extension to the drug inhibition, the mission Slovakia focuses on support and direct protection of the citizens who are endangered by the cartel wars. Another focuses on wiping out corruption in public departments such as the law enforcement. Okay, she was in 5th Infantry, right? No, 1st Combat Battalion. Okay, so Gentria is up there. Slovakia was down here. The nation of Slovakia gained notoriety for its thriving business in illegal drugs, primarily heroin. As such, it has also hosts some of the most influential and dangerous cartels in the world, who tend to settle their differences in the Slovakian streets by armed force. The police force of Slovakia finds itself overwhelmed by the sheer brutality of the cartels often displayed. To make things worse, law enforcement staff are often found to be either corrupt or to have been severely intimidated by the cartels. In 2015, the government decided to order to stabilize the country and inhibit the drug trafficking into the nation. The Army of the Nation would offer support to local forces in a bid to eradicate all traces of the criminal trafficking trade. Okay. Border patrols. Well, they've been having trouble with Parges. With a massive uncontrolled influx of refugees from Parges into the nation, arrangements had to be made to take control of the situation. As a consequence, the Army of the Nation was forced to secure the border with continuous patrols, adding a number of checkpoints. Okay. Parges peacekeeping mission. The aftermath of the 2006 military coup quickly spiraled the one-time democratic model country Parges into chaos. The rebel movement, Forces of the True Parges, declared war on the newly formed government under General Demjan Kasart. So the current President Kasart led a coup, which led to a long-lasting and bloody civil conflict until the Army of the Nation was finally greenlit to intervene and de-escalate the situation. Realizing they were unable to stand a chance in an overt struggle, the FTP changed their strategy to terrorism. Under the impression of being involved in an unwinnable skirmish, the prior government of the nation terminated the Parges intervention mission. I can talk. I swear I can. Most of the time. Ultimately leading to the fatal event known as the Incident of 2008. With the new government elected in 2009, the Parges intervention mission was immediately resumed under a new name. The Parges peacekeeping mission, as it is now known, proceeded to once again secure and rebuild the Pargesian society and infrastructure. Okay. There's a conflict with their own website. I'm guessing it's that. It's gotta be the mind clearance. That had to be what injured her. Mission Kerberos. The safety bill, along with a set of further entitlements, allows the army of the nation to be deployed in their homeland whenever needed. This paves the way for the mission Kerberos, intended to secure or evacuate densely populated areas in case of a large-scale terrorist attack. To be able to achieve this, several divisions of the army have received special training and are on standby at all times. Fortunately, Kerberos has remained dormant to date. Well. Remember the lost. In service of the nation, soldiers have lost their lives again and again. Their sacrifice is the foundation upon which our success is built. We would not be what we are, free men and women, without them. We honor their loyalty and their devotion. Okay. Oh. Okay, I got it. Her boyfriend was killed. So that's the traumatic experience then. This is Hosh. 2011 almond missions was sanctioned by the current government. As much as I hate to say it, it definitely provides motivation to hate the government. Let's find more to back that up. What was the 2011 mission? Let's see. 2016. Wait a minute. When was she... Hold on. Go back to her profile. Her. Yeah. Let's see. Something partakes in foreign mission, win in combat. That's when her boyfriend was killed. And then she went AWOL. So honorable discharge in 3 months. So she was discharged in 2011. Which means that she couldn't have been part of the flood aid because that was 2016. So yeah, she tested with mind clearance. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Knowledge about explosives. We now know enough to miss Metadova's background. Yeah. So it's projects. Mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. Oh. Okay. I see. So she can't get a job? That must be absolutely horrible for her. Especially considering she was on her own taking care of her son. Makes one hell of a motivation together with the fact that Desmond has been killed on a mission sanctioned by the government. How does she live? If she can't work. Previously I was sure that the only thing important to Miss Maternova was a child. With this new insight, we cannot ignore the possibility she might be out for revenge. Possible. I would be angry. If that new bill is making it so that she can't get a job. Or it's, where's the red star in here? I don't see anything updated. I don't know. Let's go to the listener thing. Yes? Hey again, Nina. Siv here. How's it going? You feeling better? Yeah, somewhat. Finally, after spending the whole last week in bed. Oh, good. I can still bring Michael around, though. Do you want? No, thanks. I'm going to pick him up in an hour or so. Would that be okay? Yeah, of course. I'll promise to go to the playground with him. That's fine. I'll pick Michael up from the corner at, Orchard Drive, wasn't it? Great. Thanks. Great. Thanks again. See you in an hour. See you, Nina.
Okay. So we know where she's going to be. Was she actually in bed, though? Or was she setting bombs? Okay, that might play a role later. Yeah. Oh no. We would like to inform you about a new rating your employer McDougal Groundskeeping Service has just left for you. Okay. Oh. Miss Schwartz did an okay job at the Circle Mall. She seemed a little distracted though, and ultimately quit for not feeling well after 8 of 10 planned work hours. You're gonna fault her for not feeling well and having to leave early? You know she's a veteran, right? So she did work. Yeah, I believe it. She was supposed to have bed rest for the week, but... So she was not on medical leave. Instead, she worked at the bombing site, and even at the right time. We have now been able to associate this Maternova with every bombing location. Her whereabouts are hereby clarified. Things are not looking good for her. That's it, you found all we need to know. Let's see. Her knowledge about explosives might have helped Miss Maternova build those bombs. There's evidence to suggest that she has strong reasons to hate the safety bill. That doesn't look great for her. And finally, we could associate her with every single bombing location and prove that she was present at the correct time of one. Seems we found our prime suspect. This is grounds for arrest. Well done. I will need a moment to talk to my superiors. I'll get back to you soon. Keep observing Miss Maternova for activity. Yeah, I don't believe she was in bed for that week. What is this? Why is there... Oh, insider. Okay. Browser history. Device up. Oh no. It's offline. Dude. Oh, what? Come on. What? Listen. Alright. There's McDonald. Hey Harry, are you there? Oh, please, is my name Ebenezer Scrooge? Why do all the ghosts of Christmas past suddenly come to haunt me? Harry, I don't have time for this. I have a problem here. I need your tech knowledge for... Why doesn't anyone ever ask me about my problems? Alright, what is it? I just came home. And? I left my PC switched on this morning. I just tried to look something up online and suddenly it went all haywire. And my security app popped up with like a million warnings of some outside intrusion. So I pulled the plug. Well, you had a hacker hack into it too. Sounds like you already fixed the problem then. Thing is, I got contacted by a very strange guy earlier. I think this was some sort of hacker. He said you sent him my way, and now he's hacking my goddamn PC. Jeez, this guy's a nuisance. I think that guy actually broke into my bank account as well.
Well, it wasn't him, it was me. But there is a hacker on the loose. I was contacted by that guy as well. He was blabbering about everything that we had done in the past. Claimed he would give our stuff away to the cops, blah blah blah, the usual stuff. He told you that as well? What did you do? I told him to fuck off. What do you take me for? Do you think he really has something? You need to be sure he doesn't have a thing. Even if that guy has something, have you gotten your hands dirty lately? What's the fuzz about? I need to get out of here before the cops are here. Ah. What? Get away? Oh, come on, that guy's a fucking fake. Oh no, she's gonna run. She's what? We can't let our main suspect escape. I will assemble an intervention team immediately. We'll start creating roadblocks. I'll inform the intervention team that they should move in aggressively. As you found out, she might react violently. Since her device is offline, we'll have to start at her home. Thankfully, we already know her address. Go through her communications. Maybe she will hint at places she goes when she isn't at home. Forward anything of importance to me at once. I'll brief the intervention team accordingly. It's in your hands now. Good luck and stay vigilant. Okay. Oh, come on, the guys are fucking fake. Hello, anyone still there? Figures. Oh, yeah. She's got something going on. She's calling Nina. Or, she's calling Juliet. Resident Road Tech, you... Oh, hey, Juliet. Thank God you're working right now. I called your mobile, but couldn't get a hold of you. Can we talk? Nina, I'm all alone here, catching up on work. Is everything okay? Listen, I don't have much time. There is this psycho coming for me. He's been stalking me for days. What? What do you mean, psycho? I can't explain right now. Will you help me? Of course, but how? Do you know somewhere safe that my son and I can lay low for a while? I don't know. Come on, Juliet. You've got to think of something. Please. Oh, okay. I think I know a place. It's on the middle of nowhere. It's the home of... No, wait, don't say it. I think he might be listening. What? How? This guy's a hacker. He's already gone through my computer, and I'm pretty sure he's listening to my calls. Are you kidding me? You mean like maybe listening right now? Just don't say anything that will give my location away, okay? Better safe than sorry. Just help me get out of here. Jesus, Nina, a bit late for that now. He now knows where I work. Sorry, okay, let's get you out of here. Thank you, give me a sec. Gotta pack some stuff. Oh, that was the, wrong person. I'm bringing my gun. Whoa. Are you looking to get yourself killed? If someone's listening to this, they know you're armed and dangerous. Yeah, and if I don't bring protection, I'm going to deal with going to be dead anyway. She's armed? I didn't expect that. I will tell the intervention team to be prepared for resistance and to shoot if necessary. I'm going out the back door. Fuck, someone's at the door. Okay, please be careful. Back door, is it? She likes climbing, but she's also injured. Maybe she'll just climb out the window. Just let me get through here. Everything alright? Damn. Nina? Oh no, he spotted me. He knew I was climbing out of the window. How? Bucket. Nina, what the hell are you doing? Not going down without a fight, that's what. Nina, no! Oh, great. You're not gonna get... Oh, boy. Nina! Well... I looked at the officers at the scene. What the... I need my connection back now. Finally. Looks like we were successful. However, our target... She didn't make it. There was a shootout. After the first shots, the team returned fire. I told them to go in aggressively. I thought it was the right thing to do. I didn't want this to happen. Oh boy. Who is writing at the worst possible time? I just want to be done with this horrible day. Can you check the mail, please? Oh boy. I'm truly sorry for having drawn the investigators' attention to you, but frankly you overstepped the boundaries of agreement. The bombs were meant as a warning to those who are indifferent. A beacon of remembrance to our message that the thoughts must always be free. They were not meant to kill. Once again you disappoint me with your insurmountable hatred and rage. Consult our agreement void. Oh, boy. Oh my god. I can't believe you just found this. Can you? They work together on this madness? But why? I still don't get it. This changes everything. We must find Abraham Goldfels tomorrow. Before we need some rest. It's been one hell of a day. You may log out now. Okay, so Goldfels was involved with the bombings. Okay. Why is there a red thing here, though? I don't see anything that's new. Let's check the weather. Let's see. Severe weather warning for the Bontown and Farview area. Heavy winds as well. Flash flood, rain showers are expected for the afternoon. Right. Okay. Okay, I guess that's the end of the day. Yeah. I didn't see anything else. Well, that was quite an interesting day. Alright. Man. Nina's dead. I'm starting to try to do this stuff, immediately instead of letting the conversation end before I give the info, which actually can change things in real time. But did I do the right thing? I mean, yeah, she was responsible for a lot of the bombings, but I mean, I could have let her escape by not, giving the data chunks until after she was gone. Man, I don't know. Well, anyway, I'll do the next day next time. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being cool, and I'll see you next time.